It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They go play action with Hurts. Another completion here to Hunt.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Now, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
To throw again on second down. Hurts over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Christian Watson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. You've got to get that changed around.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he goes out right around the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room, and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They run right side with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Buccaneers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa.
third touchdown on the season. And the Bucs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where...
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. McCaffrey running up the middle. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Jalen Hurts in the offense heading back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Everything to hold on to it, but a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we...
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Xander Horvath. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Just
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Alert, alert. Kill. Opposite.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Lawrence going to throw again. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not be him picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Out to his left.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
They run again with Hunt. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
Well, I'm sure he said challenge accepted. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings.
Christian McCaffrey.
42 yards.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, I've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Trying to get the spike off, but it's not in time. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence over the middle and complete to Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the bucs 16. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Cooper Kupp from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there. fourth down. The punt team is on as this is sent away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A give right side now to Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure you get him.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 27 yards. And the Bucs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Ball start, offense.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and very short, Lawrence able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Lawrence. Caught outright by Renfro. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Garrett Wilson, 36 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had deciding to try the onside kick. Can't fault him for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Let's go now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it down.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.